Every year I saw it again. The tents, the knives being sharpened, the chants echoing from the mosques. In parks and fields, animals stood silently, almost as if they knew. Blood would be spilled again, children would cry, and everyone would remember one name, Abraham. I used to be like them. I believed sacrifice was an act of faith, a sign of devotion, a ritual to prove our surrender to God. But deep down, one question always haunted me. Why did we keep doing it every year? Why did blood keep flowing, yet my heart never felt truly clean? I tried to understand. I read, I listened. They said sacrifice was about obedience, about following Abraham, about submitting to God's will. But the more I listened, the more uneasy I felt. Because in all of that, there was no promise of forgiveness, no guarantee of redemption. The sacrifice was symbolic, never saving. And I began to wonder, if sin is so serious and if humans are truly broken, why would God only ask for a goat? Year after year, blood poured out, but my soul still felt far from him. Then one day, I opened the story of Abraham again, but this time from a different book. One that many said had been changed. One that many told me to stay away from, the Bible. And what I found there changed everything. Abraham didn't end up sacrificing his son. Why? Because God himself provided a lamb, a substitute. It wasn't Abraham's strength. It was God's provision that saved the child. Then I read a sentence that shook me to my core. Behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. John 1:29. The Lamb. That takes away sin. Not just a symbol, not a yearly act, but the final sacrifice. That's when I saw him. Not as a prophet, not as a teacher, but as the Lamb. Jesus. The one who didn't bring the blood of animals, he brought his own. He wasn't a victim. He was the shepherd who became the lamb. And when he stretched out his arms on that cross, he cried out, "It is finished." Not his life, but the system of sacrifice. No more blood, no more knives. No more trying to earn forgiveness that never feels certain. One sacrifice once, for all that day I wept. Not because I felt guilty, but because for the first time I felt forgiven. I don't offer animals anymore. Not because I'm lazy, but because I finally understood the sacrifice is complete. Now I live, not to earn God's love, but because I've already received it. I'm not good out of fear. I follow out of gratitude. I don't serve because I'm scared of hell. I serve because heaven already came down to find me. And maybe you've asked the same questions too. Why all the blood? Why does it never feel like enough? Why does guilt always linger? Today I just want to say this. Your sacrifice isn't wasted, but it was always meant to point you to the greater sacrifice. Not a goat, not a bull, but Jesus. He didn't just take the place of Abraham's son, he took the place of you and me. And if he was enough, why keep searching? I didn't stop offering sacrifices because I lost my faith. I stopped because love himself was offered in my place. God isn't asking for your blood, he's offering you his, and that is more than enough.